Alright, buddy, get moving. Battle's gotta be close.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and my ass is 100% factual. Rumors everywhere. Rumors in my hair. Get my balls and grab some nair. That will make them clean and bare. That was pretty silly, wasn't it? Well, so is this rumor coming from IGN.com and the cloud-based gaming company called Gaikai. I'm pretty sure I said it right, it's Gaikai. Sounds like conjunctivitis or some kind of infection you would catch. Whatever, anyway, done with rambling. What they're saying is at E3 2012 that Sony or Microsoft, they're not saying which one, is going to announce that they're quitting the console race, that one of these companies is not going to make a next-gen console. This comes like 24 hours after Kaz Harzai said that Sony is not going to be unveiling the PlayStation 4 at E3 2012. So that had a lot of people scratching their heads, and hey, it's the perfect time to spread a rumor. First off, this company, Gaikai, who I never heard of before this article, is a cloud-based gaming company, so it's in their best interest to shit on console developers and to spread rumors about them. So, like IGN said, this has virtually no credibility. So take it with a grain of salt, but it's still interesting though, this whole obsession that Sony and Nintendo, not Microsoft as much because Microsoft seems to be the most stable gaming platform in terms of sales right now. There's this obsession that Sony is going to be the next Sega, that Nintendo is going to be the next Sega. Let me give you a little history lesson on how much of a fail Sega ended up being, okay? If you really think about it, Sega only had one successful console, the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failing systems. 6. I'm not kidding. 2 were add-ons, but they're still systems. Let's start from the beginning. Sega Master System didn't make a dent against the NES in the United States. The Game Gear, alright? They tried to go up against the Game Boy. Didn't make a dent against the Game Boy. That was another flop. The Sega CD was a flop. The 32X 32-bit add-on for the Sega Genesis was a flop. The Sega Saturn got demolished by the PlayStation, even the Nintendo 64. And even the Dreamcast. Yes, they had a good run out of the gate. It sold a bunch in the beginning, but once people knew the PlayStation 2 was coming out, the sales dropped, and that was what finally killed Sega. So they had 6 different systems that failed. That's what killed Sega. They were drowning in debt. That's what got them out of the console race. None of these companies are even near that. And think about it too. If any of these companies just quit the console race now, they would be financially devastated. The only one, honestly, that could survive it is Microsoft because, well, they're Microsoft. If you're watching this video right now, there's a 98% chance you're watching it on a Windows PC. So they're making tons of money still. They're not the juggernauts they were in the 90s, Microsoft, but if the Xbox brand died, they would be fine. They make tons of money off of the operating systems. They would barely feel losing the Xbox brand. They said it before. Yes, they're making a profit finally off the Xbox 360, but that's not their main income. And I think everyone out there with common sense would realize that anyway. But with that being said, the Xbox brand is a beast right now. It's killing it. The Kinect is making them tons of money. The console is making them tons of money. Why would they want to get out of the gaming market when they're just getting this huge momentum? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I've heard the rumors that they want to make Xbox into like a platform with PC gaming where it would just make your PC be in your living room and all that crap. But I don't buy that. You know, that gets into the whole thing of varying hardware again. Yes, I'm sure they would create a standard, but you know, not every PC is going to be the same. And that's not what console gaming is about, and that would turn off people. So I doubt that's what they're going to do. And it would make no sense for Microsoft to leave. The Xbox brand is dominating right now. Now, Sony and Nintendo, and I know Nintendo's making a new console. They unveiled it at E3 2011, but I'm going to sum them together because the effect would be the same. If either of those companies quit the console race, they would be devastated. Sony and Nintendo could not financially take getting out of the console market. Obviously, Nintendo especially, all they do is make gaming systems and make video games. But Sony wouldn't be. The PlayStation brand is Sony now. Yeah, obviously they make a ton of other products. They make laptops, they make TVs, they make camcorders, they make digital cameras, yada yada yada, MP3 players, you name it, they make it. But PlayStation has made them a killing, okay? And Sony identifies himself big time with the PlayStation brand. And yeah, they might survive if PlayStation died, but it would be an epic restructuring. Sony would change forever and not for the better. And honestly, I don't think they would survive if the PlayStation brand fails. But this is all speculation anyway. This generation especially, there's no reason for any of these three companies to want to bail out of the console business. All three systems sold well, all three brands are strong. It would be retarded and suicidal for any of these three companies to say, forget it, we're done. It's all rumors, it's all speculations. It happens every generation. It happened last generation with Nintendo because the GameCube didn't do super hot. So people were saying that Nintendo was going to quit the console race and become a third-party developer. And Nintendo laughed at it. They were like, hell no, man. We got a console coming out and it's going to dominate. And it did. They weren't kidding. Anyway, guys, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Just wanted to get my thoughts out on this rumor because it was so ridiculous, and I'm surprised that IGN even covered it. But hey, it was fun. It was funny to talk about. I have an interesting video regarding SOPA and PIPA. The Obama administration officially responded to it on the WhiteHouse.gov website, and they're against SOPA and PIPA. Doesn't surprise me, but I'm glad to see they finally came out against it, and they came out against it before the legislation, PIPA, was voted on in the Senate on January 24th. So the opposition is growing, man. Make sure you sign petitions. Just keep doing what you're doing because people are paying attention, and with the combination of so many people being against these pieces of legislation and big corporations, tech corporations like Google against them, it's working. They're paying attention. The senators all the way up to the president are realizing that if they side with these bills, it's going to be devastating to their careers and they're going to get voted out of office. So keep on your grind, man. It's working, okay? I'll have a video up on SOPA and PIPA tomorrow. Have a good one.